There is one group of women I would never, and I mean never, take fitness advice from, and that is South African women. Bitch, shut up, okay? We all know that curvaceous body you have is genetics. All of y'all are built like that. All of y'all waists are like this, and y'all asses are like this. It's genetic. You didn't get that shit from exercising. You got it from your mom, and your mom got it from your grandma, and your grandma got it from your great grandma. Stop trying to sell me a workout plan. Don't try to sell me your glute routine. You came out the womb with the waist snatched. You are destined for that body, okay? Granted, I am as well, but my waist isn't that small, okay? Damn, when I tell you South African women are blessed physically.
South African women, I apologize. I was not familiar with y'all game. I kept getting people coming on here and asking me, was I South African? And I was just like, no, I'm not. Why do you keep asking me that? And then somebody was like, go down the rabbit hole and go look at the South African women. I was not familiar with y'all game. The South African girls are like that. They really like that for real. The bodies, the faces, yeah. Thank you for the compliment. To even be put into a category with them of thinking that I could be that, yeah. Appreciate that. Have y'all seen these bodies on these guys? Oh my God, these faces. One time, usually you only get one or the other, right? You either get the face or the body, but it's hard to get both naturally. Right? The girls got both over there. Shout out to anybody who be supporting my platform, the South African. Y'all fine.
South African woman. South African woman. God's first BBL. There are things that God did there that we are still trying to recreate that we cannot do. We cannot do it. The ratio, the hips to waist ratio, we cannot do it. There are women and there are women. You understand? Like there's women and there's women that woo. Skin like egg. Just shiny, pearly thing. Just like egg. It's like if you squeeze it, yolk will come out. South African women. And the thing, they know themselves, they know what they have. That's the thing about South Africa. That's why when they're talking, they'll say, hi. Oh, Nigerian men are just so crazy. Nigerian men. With the soft voice. I'm a man. I don't like it. I like those Emeka and they shake it. South African woman. You know. And the crazy part, the West is just understanding. I see videos of South African women all over the internet. And Americans are saying, lay off the chicken. They need to be on a diet. They need to work out. You don't know what you are looking at. You are confused. Diet? You cannot walk against God. You can't, repeat it after me. You can't know what God has. Oh my God, my mic is, everything is shaking. That's exactly how it's always shaking when they move. Anyways, the point is South African woman. If you know, you know. That's all I can say. You talking about Popeyes. There is no chicken in America that can make that. No chicken.
I am so jealous of South African women. Have you seen the body they carry? Like effortlessly. You just be walking, you see one small girl. Maybe a very young girl, but if you see her body, and you know what's amazing? She's not even obvious. She's not oblivious of the power she's carrying. Like, you just see them casually carrying this body. And I'm like, what did they put in the South African stew when they give birth to you people? Because the body. What?
So this is a message specifically for South African women. God, I see what you did for them. I'm still here. I'm waiting I'm waiting. Please. These South African women have bodies. When I say bodies, they have nyash. They are parking back there. I mean, small waist and trucks of nyash back there. I just want a little of that.
One reason why most Nigerian men date South African women but don't take them serious. I've been saying a lot of nice things about South African ladies lately, but today, let me tell you one con. I've been saying a lot of pros. One con. One reason why Nigerian men date South African ladies but don't take them serious. South African women have a high sex drive, and this is like a big problem. A big problem. It's very okay for a man to have a high sex drive, but when it comes to ladies having high sex drive, this is a very big problem. What does it mean? It means that in my absence, you'll be doing a lot of shit. So you understand, this is a big problem, and Nigerian men, they know this. We really know this. We know that you ladies have a high sex drive, which means that the possibility of you cheating is very high. Very high. And secondly, sex is not like a special thing over there. It's more like a handshake. There is a pro to it and there is a con to it. So these are like the two cons that I could mention. They have a really high sex drive, and sex is not the way it is in Nigeria. It's not one precious, secretive, something that you need to work hard for. It's more like a hug. It is that easy to get. That's just the truth.
South African women have officially broken the internet. And no, I'm not exaggerating. People online are literally posting videos saying things like, "There is one group of women I would never, and I mean never, take fitness advice from, and that is South African women. Because according to them, the curves are not gym-made. They are genetic. They are ancestral. They are a family heirloom. You didn't get that body from squats, sis. You got it from your mom, who got it from your grandma, who got it from your great-grandma. It's a legacy." So today, social media is reacting, and the world is learning the truth. South African women are built different. One creator online said she finally understood why people kept asking if she was South African. She said at first she was confused, until she went down the rabbit hole and looked at South African women. She came back humbled, saying, "I was not familiar with y'all game. The South African girls are like that. They really like that for real. The bodies, the faces. Thank you for the compliment, to even think I could be that. Appreciate that, because usually you get one or the other. Face card or body card. Rarely both. But in South Africa, double combo. Unlimited lives. It's a cheat code. Another person called South African women God's first BBL. He said scientists are still trying to recreate what God did in South Africa, and science is failing. The waist-to-hip ratio unachievable. The glow untouchable. The confidence unshakable. And he wasn't done. He said there are women and then there are women. Skin like egg, just shiny pearly thing. If you squeeze it, yolk will come out. The man was losing oxygen mid-sentence. And it doesn't stop there. Because when South African women speak, they know exactly what they have. They'll say Nigerian men are so crazy. With that soft voice like they aren't causing an international crisis with a single smile. Because the West is just now realizing what many Africans already knew. Someone said Americans are confused telling South African women to lay off the chicken. Diet for what? You cannot walk against God. You can't fight genetics. You can't fight destiny. Every time they move, even the microphone starts shaking. One girl said she is jealous. She said she sees South African girls just walking casually with this superpower body, like it's normal. And she's staring like, what did they put in the South African stew when they gave birth to you people? Because these bodies look like they were downloaded from a premium website. Someone even prayed publicly, a whole prayer. They said, God, I see what you did for them. I see what you did for South African women. I'm still here. Please don't forget me. That is a prayer from the heart. But listen, not all the conversations are just praise. There are some spicy takes too. One Nigerian guy said he has a complaint. He said he loves South African ladies, but there's one big problem. Actually, he said big many times. Very big problem. According to him, South African women have a high sex drive, and that scares some Nigerian men. He said when a man has a high one, it's fine, but when a woman has it, suddenly it's a crisis. He said, in my absence, you'll be doing a lot of shit. And because of that, he believes the possibility of cheating is high. Very, very, very high. His words, not mine, and he wasn't done. He said sex in South Africa is not treated like it is in Nigeria. Over there, he claims it's more relaxed, more open. He compared it to a handshake or a hug. Not a sacred mission you need to solve clues for. Now again, those are his opinions. That's part of the actual social media conversation. But it shows the cultural differences that make dating between Africans interesting and sometimes hilarious. This whole viral topic also teaches something bigger. Beauty in Africa is diverse. South African women come from a mix of cultures, genetics, and histories. Zulu, Swana, Sotho, Venda, Swati, Pedi, and many more. Different regions, different body types, but the confidence is universal. And that confidence is what the internet is reacting to the most. It's not just the curves or the faces, it's how naturally they carry both. People online are fascinated because South African women aren't out here trying to be something else. They are themselves. They dress the way they want. They walk with a rhythm the world can't copy. They don't need filters for the internet to explode, and when they laugh, the whole room laughs with them. It's a combination of physical beauty and presence that makes them unforgettable. It has gotten to a point where other countries are posting reaction videos like they just discovered a new Marvel character. Like, guys, look, I found one in Johannesburg, as if they're on safari. Relax, these are people, not lions. But let's be fair. Every group of women around the world is beautiful in their own way. Bodies come in all shapes and styles. What we're seeing right now with South African women is just appreciation finally being posted loudly and proudly. And yes, sometimes with a little jealousy sprinkled on top, but that's normal. It's humans being humans. So here's the final message. Whether you're South African or not, the internet has spoken. South African women are a global sensation, and they didn't have to try. They were just born. The whole world is like, we were not familiar with y'all game, but now they know. South African women, take a bow. The cameras are on you. The world is watching. And everyone is either applauding, admiring, or saying a little prayer like, God, remember me too. Because if you know, you know.